Yo, what's up guys, welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So back again in Group C for the last time. We have 2 matches remaining, of course, like always. And the first, well, as you see, like all of them are still, able to move on to the top 16 playoffs. So it definitely depends on the next 2 games. Feels kind of similar, right? At least the power level of all these decks. But, I mean... Look at the votes. Speaking of power level, and as I've read through the comments, which deck has the advantage, either Chaos or Six Samurai, I could definitely agree with, again, the more recent deck. Short set, Six Samurai has, access to one of the most broken spells ever in this game, being Gateway of the Six. Plus they have Xian, Xian, the level 5 synchro that negates, what is it, a spell or trap? Once per turn, and it's, against like an old school deck that's super powerful. One negation at least on field with like an attack body, attack stats, that's actually really strong. So let's see, how does, this matchup went, or at least how did it go. Chaos goes first, and this is an okay-ish opening hand immediately, Delinquent Duo hitting, what was it, a random giant Churnate? I'm not so sure. And something else. And I was, immediately forced to, I guess, get rid of either Breaker or Tribe. Keeping Tribe in hand was a bit more important. And then banking on, what was it, 2 or 3 draws off of Mirage of Nightmare. And again, this doesn't look too great, especially if... like a Xian hits the field or another Grandmaster hits the field. Grandmaster kind of feels the same as Cyber Dragon, kind of power creeping again, all of those weaker normal summonable monsters, right? Snatch Steal was a fantastic top deck. Then again, like Tribe calling Warriors, I mean, okay, like, what is it, Grandmaster would have been able to use its effect, get something back off of Tribe, so... Snatch Steal definitely was one of the better topics. So I have my Beatsick on field. Draw Scientist, sadly not a strong attack monster. 1500 life points left. 1000 is added because of Snatch Steal. That's not the top deck. Again, I think. Yep, the risk is taken not setting the... What is the yellow one? Ooh, man, these like Kagemusha the tuner, and you have the yellow one. Again, it has been like far too long. A deck from 2012. So again, one of the yellows being set. Magician of Fate, I guess, would have been decent to set, but Raigeki definitely was more than enough to deck for game. Okay, so cool. Chaos leads, especially, after like a strong start, but it kind of went back and forth. So let's see, game number 2 post side deck, and like, look at this. This is a super strong start from, Samurais. Thing is that there is only one spell and trap negation, being Xian. Grandmaster will trigger if it's get destroyed, right? By card effect, yada yada, you know what I mean. The thing is that, like, look at this hand. It's there's like 5 spells, and all of them are 5 broken spells, especially back then in 2004. So short set, and here is where. I was like, normally you should, give your opponent a demock when it's revealed off of Painful Choice, and it's kind of a tell that they have their own monster reborn, so, you're getting, like, punished for sending your own demock to the graveyard, and this is not looking too great. The Scythic Kinetic Soldier, now it's called Cypher Soldier. Back in the day it was Kinetic Soldier, kind of like a popular against Warrior toolbox. So Kinetic definitely makes sense against, those DD Warrior leaders, and Tribe, that's not enough. I definitely needed at least 2 cards to discard. So it is what it is. Okay, one more. The link, like, this hand, guys, trying to Sinister Serpent as well off of Graceful. That's, the most delicious draw you wanted to have next to Demon, maybe. So the Ring of Destruction kind of comes in clutch, because the ring here in this situation takes apart, prevents the Xian from coming out, and that's again a potential spell and trap negation. Thing is that, okay, imagine there's a Xian on field, there's still DD Warrior Lady to potentially crash into a Xian. I mean, thing here is that, warning on, the Typhoon would have been negated on warning. Anyway, so, like, Chaos has, like, again, that Snatch Steal, very similar to game number 1. And I guess, Legendary Six Samurai or Six Samurai can definitely take the chance not using the spell. Kind of banking on, what is it, maybe drawing one of the tuners or one of the cards needed to pump out Xian. But Chaos just has so many cards. Plus Forceful Sentry, sending back the Smoke Sing, yeah. So normal summon or normal summon DD Wardley. This is not enough. Again, the Snatch Steal will give him 1000 life points. So that's 27. Another top deck, another smoke signal. Must be nice. Witch Hunt Field draw 4. And I think I have my own Imperial Order set. But, you know, with Snatch Steal you definitely don't want to do that. But it didn't really matter. Okay, so Chaos leading, that's solid. Okay, number 4. And this is not a strong start. I guess you could kind of make... what is it? The risk of setting the... What is it? You know, the big monster reborn trap. You know which one I mean, very similar to Gotham's emergency call for X-Sabers. So Kiko gets destroyed, you know, preventing banishing some 6 samurais from their graveyard. And finally Xian hits the field, and looking in my hands, not looking too great. I do have Mirror Force though, but again, you know, Xian will just negate it. I think both players actually have Mirror Force. So, again, those power spells come into play. The first one forcing out Xian, use Change of Heart, use Monster Reborn for Witch, and Demok hits the field. Double Tribute Summon. And get back Monster Reborn, Witch searches Magical Scientist, just in case. And then, you know, Monster Reborn for Xian. But no, the trap is chained. That's unfortunate. And I believe both of them should be destroyed. But again, you know, Xian has the capability to destroy another 6 samurai on the field to, you know, make it survive. But they were still at one set, and Scientist is such a broken card. I have to keep track of my life points. I go for Ryu Senshi and the Dark Balter. Balter not that important. I mean, you know, for Kinetic Soldier, because Senshi is a warrior, and you know, I needed Demok to attack over Xian. Another Kinetic Soldier, which, you know, will just get met by a Mirror Force, and I have just enough life points left to, you know, use Scientist one time. The monster special summoned off of Scientist cannot attack directly, but they can attack monsters, as you know. But most importantly, the Ryu Senshi comes in clutch. Yes, Scientist again for the, you know, the very clutchy win. But I mean, this was for me a little bit. I mean, if you saw the deck, if you saw the replays, like those power spells, okay, sure, Xian is like one spell trap negation, but still, like Drageki, Change of Heart, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm after that. It's kind of huge. That's kind of huge. Okay, so next matchup we have you know, Fire Fist, 3x Fire Fist versus Synchro Cat. So again, very similar and important matchup, especially because all of the like these decks still have a chance to move on to the top 16 playoffs. So again, like always, feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Riddim signing out. Peace.